Hey y'all, welcome back to Black is She podcast, the conversation with your girl Jasmine Ivory. So to speed up the process on the topic and what we're going to talk about today, we're just going to gear towards the blogs that y'all just saw, the reposts on Instagram that were posted by some of the blogs. So yeah, we're just going to talk about that. You know, it's so much going on in the world. It's just so much happening, and I'm just curious as to when is enough going to be enough for us as a people, as a whole, as a community, in the Black culture. Like, when is it going to be enough? When is enough enough? Like, we have white people killing us. We already know who those people are. People, we have them killing us. We're killing each other off. It's no, we don't really need their help because we're killing each other off more. You know, just about the same amount, if not more, as they are. But then at the same time, it's like we want to march for George Floyd. We want to march for Trayvon Martin. We want to march for Breonna Taylor. But make it make sense. Because we're doing all that for what? Just to come back the next day and kill each other? It makes no sense at all. And then what is so heart shattering and so heartbreaking is the fact that do you see the headline on those? It's a spiritual warfare. Seems like it, well, not seems like, it is. With those type of headlines, every single last one of them have to do with a black man murdering a woman, or a black man murdering a child that belongs to the woman, out of spitefulness, out of hate, out of anger, out of rage for that woman. And it is sad. It is completely and utterly just devastating and shattering, and it's disgusting and disturbing, and I just get nauseous even thinking about it, because what what in the heck are we freaking doing? And then this is just minor stuff. And the couple that was sit up there, the black couple that was killed over a misunderstanding about a dog, the misunderstanding of a dog, really? This is just a mess. It is a shameful freaking mess. And we have to do better. What? What? I don't get it. And then aside from that, from the killings of a woman, and then it's one post that I didn't even post because it was just that gruesome. It was about a man who was dating this woman. Him and the woman broke up, but they had conceived a child together at this point of time. And this is recent. The child was 14 years old, and she was going to spend a weekend with her dad. You know how they do the custody every other weekend. You spend it with this parent, and you spend it with the next one with the other parent, right? So she had this weekend with the dad. She went to the dad. He was so hateful and had so much rage for the mother because they were no longer together. He freaking abused her, sexually abused her. The article read, he sexually abused her for 24 hours. This is his biological daughter. So for those of you who are dating men who have children and that's not even their biological daddies, don't get so caught up and wrapped up in love that y'all are blinded to what's going on up under your household, up under your roof, up under your nose. Pay attention to your freaking children. Because if this is her biological daddy, you think this man is wrapped tight, but you really have no idea who you're dating. Just imagine what can be done with whether it's your son, because they get sexually abused too. So please, let's not underestimate that. And let alone your daughters. Stop underestimating these people. Stop being so caught up in love, or caught up in the fact that you have somebody helping you and going half with your bills, with your finances, etc., that you are blindsided or blind to the fact of, like I said, what's really going on. Her biological daddy stood up there and sexually abused her for 24 hours straight, they said. And then in the process of him sexually abusing her, he strangled her as he was doing it. So really at this point, he was having sexual intercourse and relations with his biological daughter as she was deceased. And then after that, he slaughtered her with a kitchen knife, and then took himself to the police station and told them, the police officers at the station, what he'd done, and just basically described her as a rag doll. Like, oh, she in the house. I did this, this, this. She did. Y'all can go get her body. Verbatim. That's what he said. So it's just a sick world that we're living in right now. And everyone just really has to be cautious. I'm not saying live in fear or live being paranoid, but be alert, be vigilant. That says that in the Bible. Be vigilant, be sober, be alert, pay attention. If a child is telling you something, and this, you know your child to be a person, like a child who tells the truth, listen to them. You know, sometimes we are guilty of questioning the child, but if this is a child that you know is smart, is competent, is adherent, is very observant, you know, they're not stupid by far, and they're able to talk and tell you what's going on, listen to them. If they've never lied to you before, listen to that child. Don't be so dumb or so lost in love that everything goes out the window, including the well-being of your child. And I say all that, sticking on the point, sticking to the topic that's at hand, is just, what are we doing? This is disturbing. I'm just mind blown every time I read an article like this, because it is like, what the heck? And then you have that boy who really went in there when those 3 girls and their mom was sit up there watching TV, and you went in there and shot the 9-year-old in the head and killed her. Are you kidding me? It does not get that serious. It does not get that serious. And that also goes back to another topic, which we're going to talk about right now. Well, we're going to talk about it because y'all need to be attentive, to who y'all are dating. It's like women, we're just out here. We just want a man to say that we have a man. We want a man to say that we have a man. So we get so excited with having this person that we don't even sit up there and, you know, dissect them, pay attention to their mannerisms, pay attention to what comes out of their mouth, which is showing us basically their thoughts on a daily basis, you know, what they're about, who they're about. And there are always red flags before it even gets further than what it should be. There are always red flags, and we have to pay attention to that. We can't just say, oh, that's cute that he's jealous. Oh, that's cute that he doesn't like me wearing certain things. Oh, that's cute that he tells me to wear my hair up in a bun, and I can't wear it any other way except for that way. Oh, that's cute. Oh, he just get a little jealous. That is a red freaking flag, and it's not to be played with. One time he does it, okay, you don't ever see that again until about 8 months from now or whatever, and it happens sporadically. Okay, I can see how you can question that, like, okay, well, he's really not, or you can go to bat for that, like, he's really not that person that y'all are trying to make him out to be. I can understand that even, but come on now. If a man is isolating you from your family, if a man is constantly controlling what you wear, if a man is constantly controlling like who you can see and who you can't see, who you can hang out with, who you can't hang out with, if you can go to the club, what time you need to be back from the club, come on, there are red flags to tell you and to show you what type of man you're dealing with. To prevent and avoid all of this trauma and chaos and gruesome murder and just putting yourself in a situation or your family in a situation to where it can get ugly, please pay attention to the signs. We are truly, what I'm getting from all of this, we are definitely in a spiritual warfare. And it's like it's happening in all cultures, but mainly and predominantly in the Black culture. And I'm probably just saying that because I am Black. I'm a Black woman who grew up in a Black household. You know, I have cousins who are Black, older cousins. I have brothers and parents and aunties and uncles who are Black. So I know more about what goes on in the Black culture and community than any other race. But what I can say is that I'm sure this same thing takes place in other races where, you know, they take each other out. They kill each other. They're disrespectful to one another. But No other race, to my knowledge, from what I've observed, of the 20 something years that I've been on this. I'm 32, but you know, growing up as an adult and a teenager, that's when you really start to grasp what the world is offering and what's truly going on. So my 20 something years plus on this earth, that's what I'm noticing, is just like everybody deals with everything in their culture, but no one deals with things like the Black culture. I have yet to see a headline, constant headlines, where it's the Spanish culture is doing this to their women. The Spanish men are doing this to the Spanish women. Or the white man has done this to the white woman. Or the Chinese man has done this to the Chinese woman. I came across one article of something disturbing that a white man did in the midst of a custody battle with his wife. Now, similar situation as a young Black girl who went with her dad. It was the man's visitation rights. That weekend was his weekend. All 3 sons went with him, and he drowned all 3 in the pool. That was one headline. I saw one headline from the Oriental culture, the Chinese culture, where a Chinese man did kill his wife. They didn't specify or go into detail as to why he did that. They just stated that he did that. But that was one article for that culture, one article for that ethnicity and culture. All of those headlines y'all just saw compared to those 2, that's a problem. That's a definite problem. And we got to fix it. We have to fix it. But as both men and women, we have to take accountability. We have to take ownership. We have to understand and have some type of knowledge. Get better. The more you know, the better you do. So we have to definitely make ourselves more knowledgeable when it comes to what's going on in the world, what's going on around us, underneath our nose, who we're dealing with. Because this is not a time to be playing and risking your lives and the safety of your children or yourself or your family. You know, it was a celebrity, J. Hud, and we saw what tragic thing happened to her family. That is just, I don't ever even want to fathom that, ever. It's just a mess. It's just too much, and it's happening too much. It's happening too often. And then you read the article, again, another article. I may have posted it at the beginning. I can't recall because I was debating if I wanted to even share that, because I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of us doing this crap to each other. And the little girl, the child, was sitting in the car. The dad went out to get something. I can't recall, like if it was a store or a barbershop or something. You can revert back to the beginning of the video to confirm. But yeah, sit in the car. Dad got out the car to go do something real quick. Came back, she had a bullet through her head. An infant, a toddler. Sorry, not an infant, a toddler. All the same, really, in this situation. What are we doing? There's no respect. There's no morals. There's no value. There's no code of ethics. There's no nothing. Even with the gangs, there used to be a code and a standard. Children and old people off limits. Elderly people off limits. Now y'all don't even care. Y'all don't even care. Y'all have no respect for no one. No one. It's just so many angles to hit this topic as far as like us doing better and needing to do better as a whole, as a people, as a Black community and culture. I am so sick of this. I am so sick of this. It's not even funny. It's sickening, seriously. It makes me freaking effing nauseous to my freaking stomach. And I'm trying to refrain from cursing, but I have a conversation with God all the time. He knows why I curse. And it's not an excuse. And I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress. But I honestly don't think that I will ever stop cursing, because this BS right here, stuff like this. Like what? WTF? F, 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 continuous infinity Fs. Infinite Fs. Like, ugh. Yeah, y'all, what we doing? And like going back to the spiritual warfare between men and women in general. It's like everybody's trying to put us against each other. But again, mostly with black women and black men, there's a freaking problem. There's a problem there. I have never seen it. And then I saw a post where it's like, Father's Day. It was the weekend of Father's Day. And this girl posted, I guess like a few days later after she processed it through her head and thought about it, if she wanted to post and share her story or not. And obviously she thought to post it and to share. So she was saying how she cooked this major dinner or whatever for the guy that she was with. She's been with him for 2 years, right? So she cooked this beautiful dinner, went all out, had everything laid out and stuff. And then she told him about it, I'm assuming. I have to go back and make sure. But anyways, it was something around the lines where she cooked him a dinner for Father's Day. And he texted her at the last minute and said, hey, I'm going to spend Father's Day with my child, a child he had with another woman. I'm assuming the child was conceived the way that she basically told the story. The child was conceived while they were together. She was with him for 2 years, so keep that in mind. And the child he went to go see was 2 years old. So you math that however you want to math that. Make the math be mathing. But yeah, so he told her, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my daughter because I want her to, you know, have her fathers around on Father's Day. And which that makes perfect sense. But when you start adding the daughter's mother, the woman you had this child with, in the mix, that's a whole different ball game. And that is so messed up. And then I say all that to say this is going to the comment base is where I'm trying to get at with the story about spiritual warfare and black men and women going against each other. And she was like, y'all, am I wrong for tripping because he ended up spending time with the child? Like I said, don't get me wrong, perfectly fine, good and dandy. But you come home with a gift from the child's mother. First of all, not only that, she sees the girl that he's currently with, sees a picture of them two together with the child on Father's Day after he done counsel with her. Okay, even that may be normal. But then you come home with a whole gift. She had cologne. She apparently bought him a gift card to her spa where she's employed at. Like, oh yeah, you can come here. You already know what kind of vibes that's giving off. You can come here and I'll give you a massage, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to make it seem like you coming, like the girl is stupid. Like she don't know this is where you work. Like she's just an idiot. Dumb. Easy to be bamboozled. Like, what are you doing? What the freak? Proud of myself. I said freak. Instead of what I really wanted to say. But yeah. And so she was like, am I wrong, y'all? Am I spazzing out? Am I bugging? And all of the black men, getting to the point, all of the black men, not all, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me not discredit some of y'all who have sense. Some of the black men, a lot of them were like, nah, sis, suck it up, chunk it up. Sit there and play your part. Be quiet. And roll with the punches, roll with the flow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? This is what we're doing now? This is what we're doing now. To each other. Telling each other to settle. Telling each other to be stupid. To play your part as a stupid girlfriend. And there may be something to a backstory as to why he had the child with the other girl. There may be a backstory. Maybe she stepped out on him first, and then in retaliation, he did something with the girl. And upon the first time him doing something with the girl, she ended up getting pregnant. And we don't know the full backstory, but it's just the simple fact of the part that we do know, the facts that we do know, which is he went out with his daughter and the mother of his daughter while he was in a whole relationship with another person who just cooked him a whole freaking 5-star course meal at home, and then you counseled on her at the last minute, and then come home with a gift from the child's mother with cologne and this and that and the third. And you know, women, we're researchers. So I think she said she even researched the cologne and saw how much it costs and was like, oh no, you know, something is going on here because I'm not spending that on a man that I'm no longer with. If you're going to be my baby daddy, be my baby daddy. Or let me correct my phrase. If you're going to be the father of my child, be the father of my child. But we're not on that level like that to where I'm getting you this and I don't want to give you the wrong message or give off the wrong message in any kind of way that we're on that level when I know you have a woman. So really it shows the lack of self-respect in that woman he had the child with, because that's a big no. It's like everybody is on this ego trip and they want to see what they still have, if they still got it to get this man back, or if they still got it to get this woman back by any means necessary. And so we're pulling the other woman down based on our own selfishness, our own stupidity. So she's getting pulled down from her because you know that was done out of ignorance and retaliation as to what she did in buying that type of gift, and then let alone giving him a freaking gift card to your spa where you work at. It's almost a green light, a pass to say, yeah, I got you, daddy. You know how y'all be talking nowadays. I got you, daddy. Come on over here. Yeah, you can go home and sleep with her, but I need to go back and tell my friends that this is what we did and I still got it like that, like it's cute. So she's taking slack from her on the high key as a black woman. And then you have men in the comments talking about, nah, sis, nah, girl, play your part. Act like a lady. I'm still trying to figure out what that means. Because how is a lady supposed to act when she's being disrespected? And y'all are literally telling her to sit up there and stay there as black men. Some of y'all, are y'all stupid? Are y'all slow? Was y'all on the yellow bus, the little yellow short bus? Because I'm starting to think so. And I'm starting to know that that's the problem. That's got to be the problem. And even that's not cute. Even that's not an excuse. But I tell y'all one thing. Something got to change. Something has to change. It's a mess. All right, y'all. I'm tired. I'm drained. I might go back and watch this video to see what I left out, because I know it's tons and tons and tons of things I can talk about on this topic. But I don't know if I got 5 hours in me to talk about the foolishness that goes on in our community. I have it in me, but right now I'm just drained, just based off the how many 23 minutes I've been talking. It's just a lot, y'all. It's a lot, and we got to do better. We got to make something shake for the better, for the good. I am so sick of this. Seriously, I am freaking sick of this. What the hell? All right, y'all. Let me get up off this topic. Yeah. Love y'all. Thank y'all for sticking it out with me. Sticking it out with your girl on Black Is She podcast, The Conversation. Until next time, my little love bugs. Love y'all. Bye.